Season 2, episode 3, my biggest takeaway was a scene with little James. Little James was just concerned about asking Jesus for a miracle for himself because he's seen other people, asking Jesus for miracles, and he felt like those other people were only wanting Jesus for his miracles, but not his teachings. And he didn't want to feel selfish about that. He didn't want to basically show Jesus that he's following him for his miracles, not his teaching. And that was a big takeaway for me because God knows your desires. God knows your wants. And we have to distinguish what our desires are and our desires that is of God. Like our desires that is in God's will. Right? Because God wants to give us what we desire, but is that in his will? And I just feel like we have to understand what is in God's will and what is not when it comes to our desires, because we can act like all day like, oh no, like I don't want this, or I want this, or things like we can act like we don't want things or want things, but God already knows. Like if it's in God's will, it will happen, but we have to understand that, hey, like let's go to God with our desires. That's it. The point of the story is let's go to God with our desires. Because no matter if it's in God's will or not, he gonna let us know. And, we can't be scared of asking God for things, because we're afraid of something. He knows your heart, So that was my biggest takeaway. And I'm not gonna record this again. I better chop it up because that is it.